Hey, welcome everyone. Today we will be talking about integration tests and pester because DBA tools, we are going to go set a deadline. 1.0 is gonna, well, DBA tools and is gonna go 1.0 at data grilling, which is, let's see, data grilling. Hey guys. Oh, is the sound bad? Can you not? Let's see. Can y'all tell me if you can hear me? Oh, I could check my other thing. Hold on. Hello. It looks like it's coming through. Okay. Hey, thank you so much. Welcome, Jennifer. Welcome, everyone. Awesome. Okay, let me set this back here. All right, so, and happy to wait for you, Kenny. Yeah, DBA Tools is going to premiere. It's 1.0. We have so many of our teammates at Data Grilling in Langen, so it looks like it'll be June 20th. And one of the goals for that is that we have a test for all of our commands. Hey, that's me. That's weird. And what I did was I put up a PR, an issue in GitHub, and I basically let everyone know we have about 102 commands that need an integration test. So I'm going to explain unit testing versus integration testing. And basically, I'm doing this live stream so that I can have a guide for anyone who wants to get involved to help us reach our goal of 100% integration test across the board. So the first thing, what is an integration test? So for me, testing, it always seemed theoretical, and I didn't realize that that was an integration test. Sorry, a unit test. So let me see if we even have any. I know one. All right, so check this out. Here's our test folder in DBA Tools. You can get there really easily. This is our repo, dbatools.io/tests. This goes to the GitHub repo, and it's basically this directory. We have a ton. I love it. Every single one of our commands requires a test file, but by default, it's just unit tests. And what I want are integration tests, because an integration test proves that our command works against a live SQL instance. So let me show you some integration tests. So this is, max memory. So here we have unit tests. Let's see. Actually, I don't like these because they take some, I might take those out. So you see mocks. A mock is, it's fake to me. And I know that it's not like literally fake. But basically what I'm trying to say is that unit tests are too theoretical for me. And as a DBA, I want my command to run against a real live SQL instance like it would in the real world. And unit tests can be very effective, but it doesn't help me sleep better at night. Because what if something changes, or what if, I don't know, what if it's not real enough? What up? What up, Brett? Brett introduced us to the most amazing theme that I ended up disabling because I was trying to get the remote stuff working on here. So I went back to cold snacks, but it is glorious. Let me show y'all real quick. It is called Synth Wave 84. Let's see if we got some photos. It cracks me up. Haha! Look at it. It literally looks like neon, and it has all these nice touches. Like it has this little thing right here, and then this, it looks like the setting sun. Makes me want to put on some synthwave. Some Gunship is my favorite. I just love it. But it makes you do a whole bunch of things to your Visual Studio, and then it complains that it's corrupt. So I was like, well, if I can't get my new remoting feature to work, maybe that's it. I still haven't gotten it to work. I'm super sad. It does explicitly say that you have to that you have to connect to a Linux SSH server, and I was like, well, I'm gonna just try with Mac, and it didn't work, so whatever. So back to the tests. These are unit tests. They are theoretical. I can't even explain them to you because I don't know enough about them. What I love are actual real integration tests. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of those. So we go here and start DBA migration. So all of them do have unit tests, which are pretty cool. They validate our parameters. So, you know, we know that our parameters match up as expected. Every single one of our commands has these parameter validation commands. And then we have these integration tests. So check it out. This runs against a real SQL server. AppVeyor. And I know that I've gone over this in a couple other streams, but now I'm going to go just a little bit more in depth and actually create an integration test. So here's our tests, and if you go here to CI, oof. So this is someone actively trying to work through an issue. So you have some failures. So let's go ahead. That looks like Stuart Moore, probably. Yeah. So Stuart is awesome. He's our backup and restore guy, and he is currently working on. Oh my God! Check this out. I'll show you all of his tests. Restore DBA database. He's got like 50. I know, it's amazing. So it's the best. Look at this. I mean, even my map is long as hell. It just keeps going. These are all real things executing against actual servers. And I'm just gonna scroll, you know, I'm just gonna sit here, drink a drink while I keep scrolling through. This is why I sleep at night, because you could just sit back and relax. I mean, you could tell from our web stats that majority of people use our copy DBA database, which relies on restore DBA database and backup DBA database. I'm still scrolling. I mean, I hope I don't make anyone dizzy. You can see this is amazing. Every single time that one of our developers commits to our repo, this runs. So he does like credential stuff in Azure. He makes sure that, you know, if you're restoring from Azure using an access key, that's going to work. And you can see here, if you're familiar with SQL Server, like we run real SQL commands, or real SQL statements, execute that. So you prep it. So before every single one of the tests, you prep it with this, and then after every one of them. So this is a cleanup. That way we don't leave things behind. So now you have an idea of what an integration test is. AppVeyor is a platform. I'll just show you guys real quick. AppVeyor.com. They give these machines out in the web that are free by default. It used to be just Windows. Now it's Windows and Linux. And well, they're free for open source projects. I think that they have just like 1 or 2 threads at a time. For us, we have 10 because the community is amazing. And Data Masterminds out of the Netherlands got us a really hefty, awesome subscription. Nice. You know, I probably would too. It's been like 10 years. Wait, it has been 14 years since I was a database developer. So let's see what's going on here. See, what's really cool is like this is a Windows machine, and it is actually running these things. If we logged into, I wish I would have taken a screenshot of the AppVeyor server, because they have just, if you look at their services, just stacked with, they put everything there. So if you're a Python developer, it'll run against these. But all of this is to say that we can build things that run against live SQL servers, and that is called an integration test. And that is what our project needs. And hopefully in the next 30 days, we will have at least one integration test for all of our commands. And I will create one now because basically what I want to show is that it's not too scary. A lot of times what I will do is just copy and paste another related command and just use that as the framework. Yes. Oh, man, you know what I'll do? I'll probably just pop in real quick, Shane. Let me do this because I want to take away that mystery of AppVeyor. Darn, only have 40 minutes. I forgot. I think I'll be able to write a couple tests within 40 minutes. I am going to eat real Neapolitan pizza in Brussels tonight, so I have to go. But let's see. All right, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna create a new branch and I'm gonna call this AppVeyor. And then I'm just gonna hit publish. And with AppVeyor, you have these YAML files. And you can come here and unblock the RDP. So this is a real live machine. It has like 2 gigs of RAM or something, but it's real. You can log into it and they'll show you how. So if I save that, then I messed up with the password. And so this isn't a secret, but let me go and grab the password from my configuration. It's supposed to be that you can do the password in the YAML file, but I messed it up. So let me log in here. It usually takes me a second. Oh yeah, over here. So right now I'm looking for the password. Oh, environment. It'll be an environmental variable. You like this password? Just so you know, it's nice. Control A, Control C. Hey, what up, Gary? How are you? How are you guys? It's really nice that it's 2:23 and I'm not at work at this moment. Let's see. Is it start? What should I call this? Or I'll just say RDP. So I'm gonna commit that, push it, and then we'll see at dbatools.io/ci. This is, ooh, I'm gonna get, oh man. Darn. Oh no, we have to, I wonder. So, Stuart started a commit, which is pretty cool because we get to see that 2 developers fighting over resources. What the fuck? Why did I just die? Oops. I did not do this well at all. I don't see the problem. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna, you know, it's probably that white space junk that they do. Okay, let's try that. Try this. Oh, you know what? I don't even have to worry about Stuart's stuff because we have 10 threads and I just need 1 of his. So it looks like he's finished with at least 1. Or not. I don't know why I have an extra thread. Let's see. Maybe it just didn't even parse well. No! I hope I didn't cancel it. I hope that Stuart isn't watching this and then cancel because he's doing real work right now. What's that? Oh, 2.5. Hey, at least, you know what's nice, PowerShell prompt, is that you get to watch a live stream at work. So that's cool. Man, I hope he's not watching. Who canceled that? What if it was me? Be devastated. All right, so here we go. These are 10 VMs and they are all starting up. And what's going to happen essentially is like the first one is the first one's going to execute and it gets all the way to the end, and then that's when I can log in via RDP and we can take a look around their VMs. All this prep stuff, let's take a look at it as it runs. So we go here, AppVeyor prep. So it's running this stuff. It cloned it. It did some code cub stuff. It is installing script analyzer, pester, some Chaco stuff. All right, so that's prep. And then We got some other things. Post. You don't have to know any of this. If you just want to look at it, you can. If you want to copy it to your own repo, you can. This one actually executes our test. Ooh, you guys will recognize this. Check it out. So here we have some, we're going to start up a SQL instance. And then we're going to give it a specific TCP port so that we can run multiple SQL servers at once. CodeCov is code coverage, and Niflod, which is Simone Bazzuto, he and Justin use it mostly. It tells you about the code coverage, but I don't really know about it. And so you can see here, it executes these. So we have another repo where we stash things like backups and scripts. And each time that this remote server starts up, it will download all of this. Oh, I forgot what this was for. There was something weird that happened. We can see like we have some backpacks for it to restore. This is all of Stuart's work. I love it. So here's some Ola stuff that he does. It's simple and complicated. So we want to support as many things as possible, as many environments as possible. All right, so I bet if I go back, it will have, so check it out. Build pause to resume it, do that. Okay, so I would need to delete a text file off of the desktop, which I'm so entertained by, because that's something that, like, whenever you're working and, you know, in your own little lab and you're like, oh, I can make it just like if you delete this text file, but it's not something that I would expect to see in production. But then you realize as you start developing and then you grow older, you're like, oh, this is how everybody does it. So, and I guess AppVeyor is a big old lab. Hey, that is interesting. I have gotten this this machine before, or this IP at least. All right, username is AppVeyor. Oh, we have to go back and get the password. There it is. All right, that's my password. You like it? Okay, so we go back here and we connect. So it's named AppVeyor-Win. Every single one of those, even though like 10 started, that's what they're all named. So look at this. It is a real Windows server, and this is what it executes those scripts against. Which, I love this. This is exactly what I wanted. It's like, man, am I gonna have to build this thing in Azure and cost all this money? And the answer is no. AppVeyor does everything for you. So if we take a look at their services, look, they got some Postgres up in there. They got, oh, what? I am kind of concerned and sad. I think that whenever SQL Server 2019 comes out, we will be losing. I'm gonna talk to him because we're a decently paying customer. I think it's like $2,000 a year or something that we're paying, but I hope that they do keep 2008 R2. Oh, you can actually PowerShell prompt. That's what it, there's a 60-minute limit, and this is exactly what it's intended to do. Like Sander Stod, he was having issues, like his tests all passed locally, but they would not pass on AppVeyor, and the same thing with Stuart, and there was one time the same thing with me. So this isn't, we aren't getting around a system or anything. This is what it's intended to do. If you have problems, you log into this, and thing about it is that it dies after 60 minutes no matter what. So if all of your tests run too long, or if you want to like sit here and hang out on the VM, it actually won't work after 60 minutes. It just kills it and then restarts it over. So we can see here some stuff, and that's all of the services. And then watch their C drive. Look at this. They have Go. You know what? I need to, maybe I could use this to learn Go, because I tried installing it and it was a mess. I don't know what Miniconda is, but look at all this. This is awesome. So you have Ruby. So if you're any type of developer, you can use AppVeyor. For us, we use all of their SQL Server stuff. And all of our, like that appveyor.prep, it downloads things. Like I created this GitHub directory because it just mimics my local account. Oh, thank you. That would make sense. Yeah, that it's Python. So this is, it went and it got our repo. I'll show you this repo because you can also commit, you know, submit a PR to this repo and then add it in there. Here's all of our, like, I guess like the whole Ola Hallengren stuff. These are a bunch of SQL jobs. And so every single time that these start, they will restore these so that we can migrate them. So now that you've had, oh, you know what I need to do? Delete me to continue. This is just nuts. Delete me to continue build. Okay. And then I would suppose, I wonder what happens. What if I just leave it? Resuming build. What? That's pretty cool. So it goes through each of our, let's see, it's going to go through each of our tests. So if we look, GitHub DBA tools / tests, it's going through. This is magical. I love that we even have a pester test that says if you don't have a pester test for a new command that you submit, that will fail. Y'all probably just saw me get scared as hell. I don't know what happened. A bunch of crazy sound came through my headphones. Okay, it's gone. All right, I'm gonna log off of here. And that's gonna keep going. Let me see what Stuart's up to. Okay, he hasn't submitted anything yet. I could cancel this because I just want to show y'all. Now I could give him back his threads. All right, so we've seen that. Let's go ahead and create a new pester test. This is what I'm hoping that I can show the community and they can help that goal of 102 commands. And I have 27 minutes, not bad. All right, so in 27 minutes, let's create something. I was actually thinking of copy DBA endpoint, and the copy commands are the most important for us because they are all called by start DBA migration, which is our most popular command. So copy DBA endpoint. Let's look at our endpoint stuff. So here, oh, you know what? Let me show you around this real quick. If you look at any of these, if you go into the test file, you could just click there and we do walk you through. This is really cool. It was created by our developers. So someone wrote out all of this. Whoever did it, thank you so much. Oh, look. I hadn't even checked this out before. This looks like it would be, if I had to guess, because they're talking about scenarios, this is probably Niflod's work. Niflod is dolphin spelled backwards. Oh, check it out. They even talk about the code cove stuff. And you can go to codecove.io for more info. I'll just open it. I want to see if it's pretty. It is. And so, yeah, you could explore that later on as well. Cool. Okay, so we have all of that. And we know dbatools.io/test will show you this. And let's go ahead and create an integration test. One of the first things that I want to show you, besides the endpoint, is this, the constants. So on AppVeyor, they have specifically named SQL servers, and your SQL servers might be different. Mine are. So you can see here that these are some constants that are picked up by each and every test. When you go here, you can see it loads these constants. If this exists, then it will look at that instead. So I believe on my machine, It exists, yeah. So my instance 1 is similar to AppVeyor. It is localhost / SQL 2008 R2 SP2, but my instance 2 and 3, theirs is all localhost / and for me, I have different servers, SQL 2016 and SQL 2017, and that's where I go there. All right. So let's go back to, I'm gonna close everything but this. Me too, Brett. I felt bad because some people had subscribed, and I've been really busy with writing the book and doing some 1.0 work and doing work that I didn't have a chance to stream. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to let down my subscribers and my followers. So let's go and create. We have this endpoint. Oops. Endpoint. See, it does this sometimes. I hate it. I might even restart so that I really don't like this. I just kind of tolerate it because I have to. Yuck. Let's restart it. Okay, so test is expanded. If I knew TypeScript, I would completely rewrite this whole thing. Like, it's so dumb that I have to click over here kind of and then start typing, and it just feels so claustrophobic, drives me crazy. They have this thing that collapses all, but it doesn't have one to expand all. And why would I want to expand? It's because if I type in a file name for a directory that hasn't been expanded yet, it just won't show up. So drives me crazy. Oh, that's really nice, PowerShell. Thank you. But while true, I feel like, you know, if somebody subscribed, I should give them. You know what? If you go to if you're on PowerShell Live, I find that people just like show up once it tweets. It's awesome. Brett, aren't you a part of PowerShell Live? I don't believe you and your follower account. So here's the thing, is that I suspect that remove DBA endpoint is gonna have code to create an endpoint and to remove it and to possibly get it, which means that it has the code to copy an endpoint. So let's go ahead and look at that. Shane lives there. Shane's the best. Here we go. Check it out. Sweet. What? All right. Does this even good? All right. So it removes it. See, this has just one test. Just this little simple test. That's all that we need. One per. Now, what are the deficiencies that I see here, even though it's one per? But look, I'm just happy to have one. I think that I was the one who created this. So it supports piping, but what if somebody's not piping? What if they are passing in, you know, remove -dba endpoint -endpoint, blah, blah. And what if that doesn't work? So there's some missing coverage there, but I don't care. This command, it executes and it removes the endpoint. And that's what I love about it. This is the syntax, by the way. So, you know, even if you just like copy this, or actually copied the before all. So again, before all runs this code before all of the stuff. Like, let's say we had 50. It would run that before all of that. And then after all, you could see that, what's the create? Oh, hey, we even use export DBA script. That's cool. To create the code on the fly. Yes, let me tell you, I am so there. It's really fun. I love Data Scotland so very much, and congratulations, Shane. I've gone there every year that they've had it, and it's growing each and every year. And it's I could spend all day on the newcomers track. It's always so fun and exciting because, you know, that's somebody's first time and everybody's there cheering them on. So you're gonna absolutely love it, Shane. Congratulations. I will be there as well, talking about, can we say what we're talking about yet? Is the schedule out there? I'll probably be talking about, if I had to guess, high availability. So, and that's actually why this endpoint command was created. But what I'm gonna do, and this is important, now like 41 minutes into the stream, this is where we get to the important stuff. You're gonna copy and paste, right? Okay, so that's a majority of the work. Okay, so let's see what it's doing so that I can do, let's see. So before all, I have chosen to destroy people's database mirroring. So don't ever try this. Don't like use your don't execute this in a real production environment. This is always for development. Poor Gary Bargsley. I was like, hey Gary, run this command. And he was like, all my databases are gone. And I was like, oh, oops. Sorry, Gary. I have felt bad about that for like the past 2 years. Oops, I hope you had backups and they were tested. All right, so now we have, we've created this. Let's see what it does. So it removes some stuff if it's there. This is instance 2. How do I determine what to test? Basically, if I was using the command, so I execute it, I get these results. Like yesterday, I made a whole bunch of tests. I get the results and then I paste them and then I make it match up. So it's not like with test-driven development, you kind of have what you're supposed to have before and then you program to it. This is kind of reverse, that I get the results at the command line. I know that the command works. And then I just say like, oh, the status says removed if it works. So, so that's what I do. So let's see, we have this endpoint, we remove it, and then we create, oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, that's what I do. Nope. Yeah, I do delete it. Okay. So you guys can see, oh, because I was like, oh man, I removed people's endpoints. No, it's true. But what's nice is that we recreate it exactly as it was before. Okay, so what's nice about these tests is that they also test your other commands along the way. So this copy is using get DBA endpoint, export DBA script, remove DBA endpoint. So, in a way, we do have, even though you're creating just one test, you're kind of creating a multitude of tests. So what does this do? It creates a new endpoint on instance 2. And basically all I want to do, here you go, Gary, watch this. Oh, and that's really nice. So yeah, even though I do destroy it, I create it at the end after all of the tests are run anyway. Because this is a removal. So I'm gonna say it copies an endpoint. Copy, hey. Why copy DBA endpoint source. Instance 2. OCD. Destination. I just hit tab. Not too happy with the performance on this one. All right, I'm just gonna start typing shame. And hi kitty. Instance 3. So we're copying from instance 2 to instance 3, and I think what I might say is that I want a specific one, right? Because it makes the testing easier. What did I name that one? That's a type. I don't even know. Does it have a name? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Endpoint is mirroring. So I'm going to be copying over one. That makes the testing easier. And what I'm going to do is take this and paste it into my PowerShell. Nice. So this is the before all. Not only am I creating it, but it just piped it to start. I love the pipe ability. I started doing that only later in the programming. And I should have started with it. So much easier. Okay, so here you go, Gary. Results equal. Paste. All right. Okay, so now we see that it's successful, which is a relief, because if not, then I was gonna have to like go clean up SQL 2017. So you can see here, this is SQL 2016, this is 2017, and it's true. So what we're gonna do is, like, let's say results, right? What's important here? We could say that if we cared, that destination server should equal, to make sure that's going to the right server. Kitty. And it's true. And so that's one pester test. Instead of equal, we'll pipe that to should dash be. That should come back. And next, another thing. I think that the most important one is this status. So results.status equal successful true. All right. So we copy that. You see this for formatting PowerShell document. The query analyzer crashes a lot on DBA tools. So I'll just restart it. Well, Kitty's behind there. So Kitty used to, she's so well behaved, and Potato is terribly not well behaved at all. And she used to not be allowed on our desk because litter paws are gross. And Potato was very insistent, and he drove me crazy, so he won that war. And Kitty gets to benefit because now she can come late on my Mac Mini, whereas in the previous years she didn't. Hey Fritz, how are you? He is. I wouldn't even mind, you know. I think that Potato could do better than a lot of people. Potato just wants to play. He's not food driven. He's not driven by anything except for playtime. PowerShell and chill. It will be live streamed. So, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. Let's see, Pliskian, I think. All right, so let's see, we copied that endpoint, and I think what I'm gonna do up here, yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna null this out. So I copied it, but like I want to remove it, right? Because I don't want to litter these instances. It's okay on AppVeyor, but then if you run this twice in your own environment, it might not work. So instance 2 and instance 3, it will remove those. So here we have, it copies the endpoint, it should be successful. The destination server should be script 3. And really, I could test all of these, make sure that the name is right. Why not? Results.name should be mirroring. Yep. All right. And at the end, it removes it, but we don't have to do that. So we delete that other test. And now what we're going to do is test copy DBA endpoint. And if this is green, that is awesome. We can submit a PR. Oh no! What? Oh, because I didn't clean it up. Now this is something else. If I run it again, because it did clean up after itself, it should work this time. Why it's taken a while, I don't know. Oh, it's because it has to create it and then start it, and for whatever reason, starting an endpoint takes a little bit. So, you know, those seconds can pile up over time, and I don't care if it's started, honestly. So what I'm going to do is remove that. Let's see. It's important. You see all these confirm falses. That's if it, you know, will prompt, are you sure you want to remove this? With pester, since it's non-interactive, you can't answer that, right? So you always have to say confirm false. And we'll go back here. I could do it here, but you know, it crashes so much, it drives me crazy that I just do it in this fresh little window. And I don't have to reload it because I didn't change the command, but I'm so used to doing it that faster, come on, faster. I wonder why it takes that. It's no big deal, it passes. Maybe creating endpoints is just a slow thing. So what it does, I'm just surprised. You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm going to, this is out of curiosity, doesn't need to be done. This is where it's slow. So I'm gonna see which command specifically, just because I'm wondering. Okay, Kitty, you want to say hi? You're so good. Okay, so let's see if this takes a bit. Nope. Let's see if this takes a bit. Nope. Okay, so just creating it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna verbose that. Let's see where it sticks. 2.1. Okay, all right. So it takes moments for SQL Server to create an endpoint. No big deal. And I'm done with this test. So now you have seen how to create one integration test. Let's see what happens when we commit it to our repository and then AppVeyor picks up this new test and executes it. So you can see here, no big deal. I didn't touch this, but Visual Studio Code formatted it for me. And what we're going to say, let's see, AppVeyor, create new nope. Let's see, add integration test. Commit that, push it, and then let's go look at it. dbatools.io/ci. What's great is that I have 6 minutes, and that'll give us, that is enough time to see. Now, because we used both 2016 and 2017, that's instance 2 and 3. It will be part of, oh no, I think that these are my slow ones. But it's before, so the slowest tests that we have, it stays on restored DBA database for a while because we have so many tests in that one. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I do want to go back here. Now this is an unusual issue because I just threw everything in there, and now I'm gonna have to edit it. And I guess like if you are working on this, you could just comment at the bottom, hey, I did this. Because people are gonna be like, why is Christy talking to herself? I do sometimes though. I'm like, great job. Or I think this morning I did one that was Adore Delano party. But it was a party. Which one was that? Oh yeah. This is a tip in general. If you develop PowerShell modules, there's some times where things just kind of hang out. Like if I'm creating a new certificate, it takes a while. And I know whenever a script takes a while and it's not outputting anything, it scares me. And so what I decided was, I'm like, well, it's taken a while. I'm just going to output, do a write output, be like doing this, so that people wouldn't have to use verbose. But what I switched that to was write progress, and that way it's you know, it keeps the console clean, and it's better. And that's why I was partying, so I was really excited. Let's see, I was really excited because we see removing output, replacing with progress bar. Party. So ridiculous. That is very true. Thank you. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one. Sometimes though, I do high five because, well, I high five everyone who submits an issue. Well, mostly PRs, but I do thank people for submitting issues because it's so important. And because people have submitted issues and you know, like bug reports. At first I used to be like, oh, bug report, but now it's just an opportunity to fix things and then test those. So there's a word or a phrase called regression tests for those of you who aren't aware. If you fix a bug, then you put in that regression test. I wish that I would do more regression tests, but I think they're super cool. And I love whenever those come in on a PR. Yeah, it's true. You're like, wait, no, oh, wait. Yeah, sometimes I'll go through a script like that. This one cracked me up. It was, so we just, yeah, just removed, I had some output. We were actually thinking, or I was thinking to put in a pester test to say that if anybody used write message level output, write message is something that's a part of our tool set, that it would fail. And then it would suggest like, hey, use write progress helper. Write progress helper is an internal function that I think Adam Bertram had an article about it, and I reuse that a lot. It's nice. So we could go here. No, did I pause it? I need to go and remove that. It reminds me that a lot of times whenever I'm doing a live stream, I don't know about you, Fritz, I would be interested to know. Whenever I live stream, a lot of times I will program in a very high number of bugs, and after every live stream, if I've done it for like 4 hours, I will spend about 1 hour like cleaning up the bugs that I wrote in front of everyone. But I'm not embarrassed about it because nobody caught it, including me, and so it's no big deal. I'm just entertained by that fact. All right, so now I have to restart it. Boo. That's not... What happened here? This is frustrating. And AppVeyor tells me, that it's because I'm fetching shallowly, and I guess I'm gonna have to believe them. So let me hurry up and fix that real quick. Shallow. I hate this. Ugh. That means that if somebody has more than 100 commits, that it's not going to get it, but whatever. Let me submit that real quick. Up depth. That's been 6 minutes. It's possible that it passed, or that it was actually doing it. So let's see. No, they all stop there. Okay. I appreciate you guys saying that earlier with the subscription, because it had been weighing on me that I felt obligated, but it's because I do so very much appreciate it. I mean, like, that means that I got, like, it's funny because I think it's something like $4 or $9, but like, man, that $4 is awesome, because it's like, it's side stuff that I'm just, you know, I'm just here live streaming, And to get a subscription is like the coolest thing. It's probably the third coolest thing. So the first coolest thing was getting the MVP. The second coolest thing was getting the community award, the community PowerShell community hero. Those are really neck and neck. And then after that, it's a subscription. It's so awesome. I think so. I don't know for sure, Brett. It looks like it. I still haven't figured it out. So you have different tiers, but I believe that if you have like an Amazon, like if you have an Amazon account, that if you subscribe with Prime, like the affiliates literally do get that money, and the partners and stuff like that. So there is opportunity to make money. Yeah. So, and you know what's really nice, Brett, is that each month you can give it to to either the same one, and then it shows up as a resub, or you can give it to another person if you like. So every single month you could give $4 to a live coder. I haven't checked to see if I've gotten any kind of affiliate stuff, but it looks like I might have made $31 so far, which is incredible because you're just doing this anyway, and then you get $31. Yeah, so Tyler and Fritz both do give to Black Girls Who Code, which is really cool. Mine is not going to charity except for myself because I would like I'm trying to get an ergonomic desk because I have shoulder issues, and I'm hoping that if I get an ergonomic desk that I could do this for like another 30 years. And so that's my goal currently. Sorry this is taking so long. I don't know why it shows white sometimes. Let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have copy custom error. So maybe... Hey! Thank you, Shane. It's very sweet. I appreciate it. Now I gotta dance. Ah, so nice. Thank you. That means the world to me. And now I know that people won't get mad if I don't do it for like a month. Because I'm like, oh, somebody subscribed, and so they want like 30 days or at least once though, and that's fair. Let's see if this one, oh god, I fixed this. Oh, but I didn't submit the PR. Y'all ignore this. Y'all ignore this. It's my fault. Yes. Ha, nice. Whenever I was a student, I also signed up for GitHub Pro, and then I graduated, and I was worried. What up, Sander? And then I was worried that it was gonna go away, and it hasn't so far, so that's nice. Okay, so far, this passed up the copies, which means that the copy command I'm looking for is after this long copy DBA database. If you hover, it'll show you. Oh, thank you, Danny. Oh my god, but what if I said your name wrong and then you just subscribed and that was so nice? Danny Jewel, thank you so very much. That is really, really nice, and I very much appreciate it. I said nice too many times. Yes, okay, it moved on. So there we go. Let's see if this passes. Then that's one for the books, and I could take it off of that list. Yes. Oh wait, hold on. It didn't like make any red stuff yet, so let's see. I think that we might have to wait through it. But if this is the one with restore DBA database, it'll be 22 minutes, which I don't have time for. Yes, so I'm really excited about a lot of the commands that Sander has been submitting. Sander is working on some of my favorite things in general, which is he has a masking command. I think that he has the beginnings of a data generator, and he might have submitted the data generator v1. And then also he just created a command that searches for PII within your database. Oh, it is already done. Man, that's so awesome. I will be highlighting those commands. I have a new session called 15 commands that you cannot miss in DBA Tools 1.0, and I will be presenting that likely at PSConf.eu and most certainly at Data Grillin'. Thank you so much, Chin. I totally appreciate the follow. Right now we are watching tests pass. I wrote this one earlier for those of you who weren't here, and basically I just want to make sure that it passes. But I kind of have a feeling that we have one server that takes a while. So let me close out everything. So you can see others passed. I didn't impact the others, so I'm not surprised by this at all. So we have different scenarios, and 2019 is about to be there. What's nice about that is that our 2017 instance is Developer Edition, which is essentially Enterprise, and 2019 is going to be the same. Thank you so much for the follow. Abby and Run. Oh, cool! You're gonna be there. That's really awesome. I'm bummed that that Sander and Shane won't be able to go. My Nook. I set it up and then I got really busy, and so it's probably still online. Ping Nook. Oh, it is not online. So I guess the answer is terrible. Let me see. You know what? Maybe he set it up with the firewall. Oh, what? Man, that was really it's super fast, so that's really nice. So yeah, I guess it is still up. This workstation that he set up, so this was all created. Oh, everything's off. This was created, for those of you who don't know, I bought a Nook, and then I created this entire lab with a DC, a workstation, a whole bunch of availability groups, using something called off and on. All I had to do was literally execute this one command, and it did everything for me. I waited 50 minutes, and that was super awesome. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that Nook. But yeah, it's been just terribly busy lately. I think that I'm not gonna get a break until July 1st. 3:09. Uh-oh, I'm gonna be late and my wife is gonna be disappointed. So let me I'm gonna have to wrap this up. But I picked the slowest. Did I? Yeah, I think that I picked the slowest round. This is uneven. You see how there's 3 minutes here, there's 5 minutes down here. We are gonna work on evening that out. There's this thing called the matrix that the matrix picks which test it's gonna run, and so I need to even out that one. Thank you so much. I'm very excited about this pizza. It is Neapolitan style and it's delicious. Probably. I heard that it's the best pizza in Brussels. So that concludes this. I think that I didn't get to accomplish everything that I wanted to. If we go to dbatools.io/issues, I was gonna get into a slightly more advanced one, but this is what was important, right? So you could, as you saw, copy, paste, run the command, do a couple like matches, and that's essentially what we need. Just, 102 of them for each of these, so to remove the master key, if there is new DBA master key that has a test, you just go in there, copy paste whatever, or if there's not, then move on. And oh, you know what, this one can't be done, so I could take that one out. Yeah, I think down here there's a couple that I can actually do. I'm really excited about this access token command. We've added a lot of Azure stuff. We've always focused on, SQL Server 2000 since it is a migration module. And 2000 and up backwards compatibility, but now we have that forward moving stuff. 75% of our commands work on Mac and Linux, so that is super awesome. And these are the ones that I'll probably go for. It seems like we could probably do replication, so we'll see. And thank you everyone for joining me today. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much for the subs, and everyone have a nice day. I think that let's see, maybe we could go raid someone with 26 people. Thank you so much for joining to learn more about integration testing. And now I'm gonna try to see. I'm not too good at this part. Might give up pretty soon. Oh, there we go. No, ooh, aha, yes, here we go. Okay. Our chicken life. I love our chicken life. Let's see. Do you have anybody have any to recommend? Potato. I am unfamiliar with all of these and I can't see my chat anymore. So what I'm going to do is raid our chicken life. You guys can pay 2 Bitcoins and feed some chickens. It's a lot of fun. So thanks again for joining me. Going to raid in 10 seconds. Right now. Yes. All right. All right, I'm ready, baby. Yes. Oh, that was me. Oh, yes. And done.